Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my videos. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you very much for joining me. I am still working on my little recycled envelope journals. Do you know the best thing about using your stash is coming across something you'd forgotten you had? And I had forgotten I had this particular little set, or the remnants of it. Now this is a Kaisercraft set of papers. It had all of these gorgeous sheets in it and this bonus sticker sheet, which I still have all of it there. And I've got all of this one here, which is the reverse side of this. And I was looking for something to go on this side. I've got another envelope in here. I've already fussied and tissied up the front, but I haven't finished it completely yet. I still have yet to put some lines on it and do some work that way. But I wanted something to cover up the back part of it. I know this is cut crookedly and I'm going to leave it like that. It's torn and I'm going to leave it like that. I've already put this little book in here and I have left it unstuck at the top so I can put another little tag in there. But I needed something to go on here. And when I came across this particular set and saw that I had this sheet of paper still here in its entirety with all of these on it, I thought, you beautiful thing, you. I can put that across here, and then I can use some of the stickers, or not stickers, but I can use some of the sayings on the back, and I can put them all the way through the book, which will save me hunting around for text. I have found text. I found it. I'm so happy. And just to prove to you that I still got the other sheet, I hope you can see all of that. You probably can't. But there's alphabet here, and then there's sticker sheets along here. You know, you've got little strips and things like that, and I'm going to use those too. Oh, and I found these little things that I made years ago for when I was doing jewellery. I would put two little holes in there and put a dangling earring in here. And then I found the shorter ones. And they were in a big sheet. So I thought, okay, I'm going to cut them up and use them somehow. So that's why they're sitting there on my little light. You probably can't see that, but never mind. Okay, let's get on with this bit here. Now, did I cut it? No, I cut it the portrait way, that way. Okay, let's get rid of this because I'm not going to use this just at the moment. I will use it for something, but I'm not exactly sure what yet. Okay, pop that over there. Being lazy this morning and using double-sided tape and the wet glue at the same time, you know. Not really being lazy at all. That sounded lovely. I just sort of drew my scissors. No, what did I do? I must have... But it's got a texture to it, this mat. It's getting a little bit old and dilapidated. I may have to replace it, but I don't know if I can get the same colour. Oh, that's what I did. I went to pick my scissors up and it moved across the texture. It just tickled my fancy. Sorry. I have these little moments of not so much clarity, but, you know, a little bit of joy. And I think whatever gives you joy in your life is worthwhile. It can be the simplest little thing, like hearing texture across a mat. And I'll stop doing that because I know it's going to annoy you eventually. But it doesn't matter what it is, you know, just looking out of your window and seeing a little bird, hearing the bird cry. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but I've got my window open here in my craft room and I can hear birds singing and it's beautiful. I have borrowed landscape in this little house, which means that I have other people's big tall trees and we've got a little park type thing in between some of the houses. And it's not one that we can access. It's just sort of there and it's got lovely native trees in it. And the birds love it. I don't know which way this is supposed to go. I don't think it matters all that much. Yep. I won't worry about the wet glue this time. All right, now I know that's going to need something on it. So let's get one of these. Something that I can put in. Oh, that colour green goes in real nicely with that one. So let's use a little piece of this. See, this is a lovely sticker. I'm cutting in between the butterflies in case you're wondering what I'm doing all cack-handed here. I'll take that little piece off because can I use that somewhere? Yeah, why not? Where's not want not? Okay. Now the flutterbys, I think I'll put down the bottom here. No, sorry, I'm going to have to do it this way and get my hands in the way. Apologies, my dears. And this little one can sit up there. How nice does that look? Very nice. Now, when I get my sticker box out, I will put something here that will come in with this, because that is just so pretty. That is a sticker. You can't see the paper because I've stuck it down, and that's another pair of stickers there. But I want something that will just sort of coordinate with that there, so I will do that at a later time. Yep. Okay, let's see what else I can put on here. I don't think... I'm going to take this away from here. I'm going to cut this off because that is going to get in my way. Being very careful not to cut into this lovely banner full of gorgeousness. Okay. Oh, there we go. We don't remember days, but we remember moments. I can put that on there. Oh, yes. Let's lift this up. Lovely. Oh, I nearly got it straight. Huh. I'm not the best at cutting straight. Sometimes it goes a little wonky. That looks nice there. That's nice, that's nice, that's nice. Okay, now I've got some... Let's put favourite moments up here to prompt us to write something that is one of our favourite memories or favourite moments. After having lived 7 decades, I have got several favourite, and I use that word in quotes, favourite moments. It's hard not to accumulate them. You know, things like your child's first little giggle and, you know, and each child that comes along, you've got all their beautiful first moments, and it's so precious. And it's so hard to choose one of your favourites. You know, being the romanticist, I could say my favourite moment was when I married my husband, but I married 2 gentlemen. So, you know, definitely my second marriage was my favourite of all time, so he was just wonderful. He's been gone 10 years this year. Such a long time. They say time heals, but, you know, it just softens the blow a little. But we won't get too maudlin about that. We rejoice in the favourite moments we had, you know, the funny things that he did. And I see his mannerisms coming out in my children, and I just have to laugh. Because I think, yeah, you know, you're so much like your dad, you just don't realise it. And the grandchildren as well have got some of his funny little ways. So, yeah, it's just lovely. Just little moments that make the day go by. And if we sat down and all thought of one of our favourite moments, we could fill this little page with just that memory. It would be something to smile about in our off moments. And that's what life to me is all about. In the moments that you're having sad ones, you know, little sad moments, think of something that you enjoyed, think of a lovely memory, and it all goes away. Oh, a piece of ribbon we don't need. All right, I think I need to decorate some of the back of this book. Oh, I found these lovely stickers last night when I was going through something, and it was a little bit too late to put the video on, so I just used all of them, and I've spread them all the way through the book. They're quite large, but I don't mind because they've got gorgeous wildlife. I don't know if you can see that, or if that light is glaring, but gorgeous wildlife on them. You know, dolphins, whales, sharks, all sorts of wonderful things. Just beautiful. And I found this as well. It was a photograph that I'd copied from Pinterest, and I thought how lovely that can go in there. That's something I want to attempt to do one day. It's a floating cup and the saucer as the base. I haven't done it. I've been meaning to do it for yonks. I might get around to doing it. Who knows? All right, let's have a look at this page. What can I do? I could put another piece of that lovely paper. Where is it? I could put another piece of that there and make it a pocket. That is going to annoy me. I know it's the top of the bag, but it's perforated, so it might tear. Oh, it's going to tear neatly so far. So far, so good. Me like, oh, maybe if I fold it, it will tear better. We'll double whammy it, shall we? Whoopsie. It's quite a lightweight bag. Yes. That's better. I just didn't like this little corner piece. It was annoying me. Okay, now that's much better. Much, much better. Yep, I think we'll put this on here. Turn it over this way, Ruth, so you can mark the page. Need a pencil to do that, don't we? Rattle, rattle, rattle. Oh, come on. I had it, I did honest. It's buried itself in the bottom of the little tray. Oh, you wouldn't read about it, would you? That's it. Got it. Got you, a scummy little pencil. All right, so it will come to there because we need a little bit left over and down to there. Okay. And I've got this gorgeous set of lines there that I can use to guide my scissors. I love it when they put lines on things because it makes me look good because I'm cutting straight. Look at that, straight, ta-da! Aren't I clever? Nothing like tooting your own horn, is there? Okay, now I'm not even going to try and cut through these without some assistance. I'll bring in my trusty U-Butte little mini guillotine. Oh no, there's a thought. I might be able to set up my big guillotine in here. It depends how my storage units are going. And at the moment, they're not going very well because I've changed my plans yet again. I was going to have a cupboard and an IKEA Calyx unit on that wall there, but I don't think that's going to happen now. And I've cut this a little bit too long. I could fit it in, but I'm not going to try because I'm not very good at fine motor stuff. So we'll just trim a little bit. It doesn't need to be a lot. See, not a lot. Just a little bit. Yep, that's good. Now I've only got my little small hole punch, but that's all we need. Just a half. Whoop. You've got a fly. So that will give us a little notch there so that we know that there's going to be something in that. Yep. Okay. Now just moving this to one side for a little moment. That I was going to use as a joiner, you know, folded in halves that way. Stick it onto one side of a sheet of paper or a little booklet, and then this one goes into your journal. So that's how you can make an extra piece of paper go into your journal, so you know it'll sort of flap over or this way. So it'll go in like that, and this will serve as the join. But I'm not going to do that, so that's going in the bin. Okay, now that I have digressed, get myself all wound up in little bits and pieces. Yes, I'm using double-sided tape on a pocket because it's so big that I want to make sure the corners actually stick down and the edges. So we're going to two-way glue this one using double-sided tape and then wet glue so that our contents don't stick. Because double-sided tape has a habit of not sticking all the time. You think it's stuck enough to hold, don't get me wrong, it's wonderful, and it'll stay put. But if you try and put anything against it, sort of on the edge here, it will grab hold of it. For some reason, it just doesn't do its complete and utter job. It's doing its job, but I just need to make sure that it doesn't overwork itself. We don't want it getting tired and wearing out and falling off and all that sort of stuff. We need it to stay put. Now a little bit of tacky, and on the very edge of the double-sided tape is where I'm going to put this. So looking good again, I'm gluing straight. Look at that. Am I good? Am I good? Am I? Straight as. Watch this one go all wonky though, because it's a longer line. Being quiet, concentrating here, not concentrating very well. Oh dear, not concentrating at all. Come on, Ruth, what are you doing? Settle down, pedal. Well, I did it. It's not very good, but I did it. Okay, I'm happy with that one. Got to be content with something. Okay, now let's see how clever I can be and get this somewhere near the middle. Oh, well, it's not, well, yeah, nah. We won't worry about getting in the middle. It'll just fit in there nicely. And we see a little bit of blue down there. Yep, that's good. And look at this. I'm not going to push this all the way in because it'll stick on the wet glue and we don't want that. So there's something that can go in there as well as in there. Ta-da! I'm not going to put that in because I've got all these lovely things on it. Oh, I did cut. Oh, that one I can use. But I've got another. Yeah, I can use that one. You make me smile. Yeah, I like that. Very prattly this morning. I slept well. I'm starting to feel rejuvenated again, which is kind of nice after having had 6 weeks of humdrum and keeping myself upset for no reason at all. But when your house is in a disarray, it really gets to you. My house is in a normal disarray, but this was not caused by me. It was caused by somebody else. And something else. But the wall looks gorgeous. I'm glad I stopped in at Kmart yesterday and I picked up another one of these, so I think I might need it before the end of the day, because when I start crafting, I craft big time. But I've got a lot of work to do again. I've got an inspection coming up, so I need to get a lot more put away coming in here. Here in Australia, I don't know if it happens overseas, but when you rent a home, you are put in the hands of a real estate agent sometimes. And that happened here. And part of their job is to, that's going to blend in there too much. Okay, I'll put that there. Part of their job is to make sure that you're looking after the property for the owner. So they do inspections every now and then. They come through and they take photographs of your home. They'll stand in the doorway and photograph one room, then they'll walk into the room and photograph towards the door. And if there's any damage, they'll photograph that and report back to the owner that you're not doing a good job of looking after their house. And you either get told to fix it, tidy it up, clean it up, or do what you have to do to make it respectable again. So I've got one of those coming up in 2 weeks' time, giving me lots of notice, for which I really, really appreciate. Will that fit? Oh, I can cut it down. Yeah. Friendship makes life more beautiful. I like that. And it's on the end. So yes, I've got an inspection coming up. So that will be fun. But having had the house ready for sale, it's going to be so much easier to bring it back into that situation. So I'm not overly worried about the inspection. Not at all. I used to get all tizzy and, you know, rush around like a flea in a fit. But I figure my house is clean and it's sometimes untidy, but it's always clean. So Friendship makes live. Oh, I can do that too. Get the tape on first. So I can just tidy it up. Get some more boxes put away, which I intend to do today. Put a couple of items on Pay It Forward on Facebook. Pay It Forward. I don't know if our overseas viewers have Pay It Forward on their Facebook pages, but that is a place where we can give things away. It's like a random act of kindness, but it's just something that Facebook have allowed to come up. And here in Adelaide, we have got several of them, different areas. And I have managed to give away some craft things and some household items. And I've got a cupboard, a couple of magazine holders, you know, the big office ones that, you know, sort of really long like that. And you've got divisions in them and you can put your big folders in there. I'm not going to need those anymore. I can't reach up to the top of my cupboard anymore, so it's a moot point. They've got to go. And there's still life in them, so somebody else may have a need. And it will be a pleasure to to make that little need be fulfilled. So there's a few things I need to do this weekend. This being, what's the date today? The 6th of April, Saturday. And this video will air. Oh, that's as crooked as a dog's hind leg. Oh, lordy, lordy, Miss Ruth, what did you do? You stuffed it up, that's what you did. The word thankful can go over there. Hang on, let's use enjoy every moment because that is next on the list. Am I being a bit fussy there? Yeah. But I'm allowed to be. I can be as fussy or as whimsical as I like. Because we are human beings, we are allowed to feel how we feel. And nobody, and I repeat, nobody can tell us otherwise. Because if they tell us we're not allowed to be whimsical or fussy, then there's something wrong with them. If you don't have those moments, yeah, I don't know, pretty boring. Me, I can be as, I was going to say as giddy as a goat, but that's a funny saying. I don't know if that is a saying or if it's just something I thought of at the moment. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and reevaluate that. It just does not compute. All right, enjoy a little moment, every little moment. Where can I put it? With the whale. Come on. Now, it is almost time for me to love and leave you because I don't know how long I've been chatting away here. I haven't got my clock set up yet. I've got a beautiful old clock that was my husband's great auntie's, and it's an Art Deco style thing. It's really quite lovely, but I bought batteries and I didn't realize I bought the wrong size. So I need to get the right size batteries before I can set that up in here. And I've got a lovely windowsill that it can sit on, I think. No, it might take away too much of my view here. Nah, I'll put it elsewhere. Yes, I know I'm cutting outside the lines, but I'm doing that purposefully because I want to put the double-sided tape on before I cut. That way, if I backfire, I can trim it and it won't get on the outside and make sticky bits left over. Make sense? Good. Can you explain it to me, please? Because I just... one of those moments. Sorry. Full of those today. That's what happens when I sleep, when I get silly. Goodness me. Although I appreciate sleeping well, I've got to tell you. I had 2 beautiful sessions of sleep because I had to get up. As you do when you reach a certain age. Things don't function as well as they used to. But that's okay. I'm still here. I awoke this morning. The sun was shining. Very grateful for that. I would have been grateful to see grey skies as well, because the fact that I woke up is wonderful. All right, now this is going to be the last one I do for this video. So I will thank you very, very much for staying with me through all my little silliness. And I would like you to all each start your day with a grateful heart. And on that note, I will love and leave you with no additional thoughts. Bye-bye, my darlings.